Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new video. So today's video is actually going to be Theo's 3 to 6 month baby routine. He's currently 5 months and we've been following this routine since he was 3 months, and I envision it staying the same until 6 months. That's why I've named it 3 to 6 month routine. So I just wanted to share with you what we do day to day, the sort of times that he has his naps and play, and a bit of opportunity to go out and do things as well. So just wanted to document that in this video and also share with you his daily routine. So as I said, Theo is now currently 5 months old. So any baby between 3 to 6 months generally needs between 15 to 17 hours of sleep during a 24-hour period. So ideally that would be split into 12 hours at night, ideally, which leaves 3 to 5 hours of nap time during the day. So Theo's sort of having he's more on the top end of that in sleeping at night now, because obviously he is 5 months, so it's a bit more to the 6 month mark. So he does sleep a bigger chunk of his time at night, and then has a little bit less nap times now. But let's get a little bit further into his routine specifically and how that's broken down. So Theo will wake up sort of anywhere between sort of 7 and 7:30 in the morning. Now we don't wake him, we sort of are led by him and his wake times and stuff, and then we'll start our day and our routines from that wake time. So as I say, he's up anywhere sort of between sort of 7 and 7:30, and he'll have sort of an hour to an hour and a half awake window at this point. So I've obviously got a daughter as well, so she's kind of sometimes not up, sometimes is up, but we'll get up, go downstairs and we'll have a little play and a feed at this time as well. So this will be his sort of first morning feed of the day. I am exclusively breastfeeding him still, so he does feed throughout the night as well, but this will be his first morning feed. So this will be a nice time to sort of bond together, especially if my eldest is still sleeping, just to have us time as well. So yeah, it'll be the time in the morning where we'll do that and have, you know, some sort of sensory play. I'll get out his toys as well, and sometimes we'll do fun things, just me and him. So that's that time that we'll do that. So then around so say he's up at 7, so around sort of 8, 7:30, he'll definitely be ready for his first morning nap. Now his signs are he will start rubbing his eyes, or putting his eyes in his face, and he'll start yawning as well. That's obviously a big sign, and just generally getting a little bit grumpy. So then I know that he's ready for his first nap. He has his first his naps in his crib next to me in our room still, so I'll pop him up there in his sleep bag. So he's still in his sleep bag. We've transitioned him now from his swaddle to his sleep bag because he started to roll, and so we did a couple of days swaddled one arm in and then swaddled the other arm in and the other arm out, just to sort of transition that to both arms out at the same time. That transition now works really well, so now he's sleeping both arms out in his sleep bag, so that really quite works well. And obviously we've got different sizes, different togs and things, so that's worked really well for him. And so now he's in his sleep bag in the crib next to us, which is just here in front of me. So he goes down for his nap, so as I say, anywhere between sort of like 8:30. So then he'll wake up around 10 a.m. From that nap rather, and then we'll have another feed at about 10 o'clock. So this is his sort of second feed of the day, and then this opportunity is a really good time to get out and do things, because we've got about 2 hours now until he needs his next nap. So it's really good to kind of get out. Maybe you've got a baby class that you have around this time, so we do baby sensory, and that's at 10 o'clock that we do that. And yeah, so now's a really good time to get out and do things. Maybe you've got errands to run, maybe you've got your shopping to do, but I find that he's really in a good mood as well at this point in the morning, has a lot of energy, don't you? So he's really interested and active and alert. So a baby class would be fantastic to do around this time of day. So that then brings us to 12 o'clock, where he'll need his next nap. Now, we could be out and about still at 12 o'clock, so he'll sometimes sleep in his pram. So he'll have about 2 hours naps, 2-hour nap at his sort of midday lunchtime nap, so 12 till 2. So if he's in his pram and we're out and about, that's absolutely fine. He really likes and enjoys sleeping in his pram, so that really works well for us. I think what I find difficult is if we're out and then we need to get back into the car, because that really does disturb him. So if we're out, I do try and stay out and let Moses full nap in his pram, or we'll then come home and again he'll sleep in his crib, on the next to be crib here, and he'll have his nap there. Either or, I just try to make sure that his full nap is where he is, so I'm not disturbing him. We could be meeting friends, so we could be out and about for that nap, but that works quite well. And again, it's kind of nice if you are at home, because again, it gives you the opportunity to get lots of things done around the house. So this is where I would get all the tidying done and things like that. Or obviously if you've got another child, it's a really, really nice opportunity to spend some time, one-on-one time with them, and play with them too. So that's a really nice long nap for 2 hours. So that brings us to 2 o'clock, where he's awake and he'll do another feed at 2 o'clock. And then we've got another couple of hours now, so his awake window is 2 hours here as well. So again, this will be a nice opportunity to do a few things, but generally around this sort of time we're sort of winding down a little bit for the evening now. So we've been out, we like to get out and about in the morning and have the more afternoon at home. So we'll get toys out and we'll have a play. Maybe we'll get some sensory toys out, or he'll do some tummy time. But again, this is an opportunity where I'll have some one-on-one time with Theo, and we'll just play with his toys and yeah, just have some nice time together. Or maybe you could go for a little walk and get out and get some fresh air. So yeah, this will be a nice couple of hours to have some games and fun and play. Okay, so now this brings us to 4 o'clock, so 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and Theo does need that last nap to get him to bedtime. So he'll have a little hour, sometimes half an hour at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5. So I make sure that I do wake him at 5, and this is the only nap that I do wake him from, because I want to make sure that he goes to bed at 7, that he's got 2 full hours of awake time before that bedtime. So yeah, so sort of between 4 and 5 he'll have a nap, but I definitely make sure that I do get him up at 5. And then at 5 o'clock, again we'll do a little bit of playtime, another feed at that opportunity, and then we'll go up to have his bath about 6 o'clock. And yeah, he absolutely loves his bath, so he loves playing in there, and that keeps him happy for a while. And if he is a little bit tired, that actually generally just gets him through to about 6:30, when I take him upstairs and really start winding down. We'll read a story together. So he's had his bath, we'll do baby massage together as well, and really just start winding down for the evening. And then Theo's bedtime is 7 o'clock, so we'll have one last feed at 7 o'clock, and then he'll be off to bed at that time. Oh, the sun's in your eyes, so we just move you guys. So yeah, so 7 o'clock is his bedtime. So as I say, I really start to try and wind that down for him around 6:30. We'll do bath, book and bed, and that routine works really, really well for him, and he enjoys routine, and I enjoy routine as well. I really love knowing that there's a bit of structure to our day, and what's happening and when, you know, roughly he should be napping or roughly should be awake. So say about 5 o'clock, I know I need to get him up. But that's kind of his routine at the moment, and that's working really, really well for us. He is still only 5 months old, so he is still waking throughout the nights for feeds. So we're still doing that throughout the night. He'll be up kind of 2, sometimes 3 times throughout the night. So yeah, we're still waking a fair amount, aren't we? But we'll get there with the night, hopefully. But yeah, I just wanted to roughly give you an outline of what we do, and maybe that might help you structure your day and give you some routine as well, because I know it really, really helps us with our day and structure. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful for you. Leave me a comment down below if it was, and give this video a nice big thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing if you like videos like this, because I'm making lots more baby content to come. Thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.